Well, hello, and welcome to Cozy Couch Corner again for another episode of Tea and Tarot. And I decided after the last one, I want good news in this tarot reading, and that's been agreed. So I just want something, I need something a bit more jolly and a bit more perky to know. So I'm going to do that. Also been told there's going to be some shifts. There's definitely going to be some shifts, energetic shifts and other shifts. That's before we even got the tarot cards out. And what's the other thing? Changing the world order. Oh, no, it wasn't world order, was it? What was it? Old systems. But that could be, yeah, any kind of old systems, because we all know we need something better. Most of us, anyway. So, changes, transformation. Yeah, we're kind of in that transformation period, aren't we? And the energy's changing. And I know we're getting ready for the fire horse, which is sometime in February. But we're going to have echoes of that before we go into it. We're still getting, we're still in it, still getting the snake, aren't we? At least I'm still getting old stuff coming up to be dealt with. Like we're processing and we're getting rid of all this old crud that's hung around for a lifetime, some of it. So we're still sort of shifting out of old belief systems and old programs, old limiting beliefs, all that sort of stuff. Anything that's holding us back and not allowing us to be free, we're shifting that. Yeah. We had a storm started yesterday afternoon. I don't like the sound of the wind, really. I think probably because I've got a chimney, it just sounds really loud. And then you hear random things banging around the place and cold. Because when it's windy, it gets colder in my house. And when it's not windy, it comes down the chimney. I'm sure it gets in from other places as well. But it's been throwing it down with rain, and we did have a bit of dry this morning, and then the wind was awful yesterday and going into the night, but I'm not sure when it stopped. I did manage to get to sleep. I remember lying there going, shall I put my earplugs in? But I didn't in the end. I must have dropped off. I've got feather pillows and they do quite well come round my ears quite a lot of the time. The sheep are carrying on as usual. Not seeing the birds. Did I see? No, I saw quite a lot of crows yesterday. I think the weather's just been too bad. They've probably been hunkering down somewhere. As long as they can get food, they'll be fine. And like I said, it was a bit drier this morning, so that was a bit better for them. Oof. I was going to do this and then have my tea and biscuit break, and then I just felt really flat and cold, and I just thought, no, I need to have my biscuit break now and then do the tarot reading, which is what I've done. And I've warmed up because tea and sugar and feeling definitely a lot more perky and wanting to come into this reading definitely more positive. So yeah. Oh, I'll have another swig of tea and get on with a 2-day tarot reading. Yep, definitely perkier. Right. Okay, so what good news do you have for us for Saturday, the 10th of January, 2026, please? Oop, did I want the one on Do I want... Right, oh, hang on. One stuck out underneath. Right, I want this one. I'm not sure about the other one. Let's pin that down. Oh, yeah, baby. The queen. Oh, tip it so you can read. Queen of Wands. Right, that's one. That's not going to stay there, is it? Right. Do I want this sticky out one? Do I want this top one? Do I want the other bottom one? This way up. The devil. Okay. Any more? No. Anything off here? Okay. So, put that to one side. I don't need the date just now. Right. Okay. Queen of Wands then. Clearing a path. Clearing a path and stepping forward, aren't we? Okay, we're clearing our own path. And we're having help with that. Because I was going to say, because normally the Queen of Wands isn't a path being cleared for us, it's us. And we're coming in strong. But we're not doing it on our own. And we're taking a step forward. So we're not clearing obstacles though. The obstacles are being moved. But we're clearing the path. It's going to be something to celebrate. It's going to be happy. It's going to be joyful. I can see him dancing. Silly dancing. So does the clearing the... Yeah. So the clearing the path has something to do with the devil card. And the devil card is... It might be that some of us have felt trapped. And that could be any kind of limiting belief. It can also be unhealthy habits, addictions, people that... Yeah, and I'm seeing them doing this round somebody's brain, that round their brain. So like, but we're breaking out of that. Oh yeah. So maybe it's just things with old beliefs, bad programs running, trauma responses, a lot of how we behave and a lot of how we think can come from childhood, and especially if we had adverse childhood experiences, neglect, trauma, anything, it can affect our behaviour and the way we think, and we're not always been aware of that. I know that for most of my life, I'd say for the first 50 years, I had no idea. I had no idea how it was affecting how I behaved, how I thought, everything. And I've been doing this, we're in year 6 now, I'm still clearing stuff out of my brain. I think it's challenging thoughts, especially there's a particular name for it and I can't remember, but I'm an awful one for going, I can't do this until I've done that, or I can't do this until this has happened and that has happened and that has happened. And that's true in some scenarios, but I do it in ones where it could happen without all those other things coming into play first. And I stop myself that way, but there's lots of ways that we stop ourselves. And we get ourselves in belief systems from all over the place. And sometimes a lot of it is naivety because we're just not aware of what's behind it. So the clearing the path is the clearing the path is getting rid of something that's been keeping us stuck. And it might be as simple as, I was going to say that we haven't had the confidence to do something that we wanted to do, or that we haven't found the courage yet to do something that we want to do. So we've held ourselves back. But we're going to break out of that. You can do anything you want to do. Anything. And don't think you have to be perfect, because we do, don't we? We think, oh, I can't do that because I can't do it perfectly. But it's like everyone begins somewhere and we all start off making a hash of it, really, and bumbling around and playing it by ear and hoping it works out in the end, and quite often it does. So we're going to be getting rid, with help from whatever you believe in, we might be practical help, to get rid of something that's limiting us and holding us back. We are powerful, and we can do that, and we can do anything that we put our mind to, pretty much. We have the power. Okay, that one's it then. Do Sundays. I've hidden my cards under my dates now, and I couldn't see them. Right. Okay, so that's Sunday. Saturday. I'm doing the same for Sunday. We want good news. Oh yeah, baby. Right. Okay. What good news do you have for us for Sunday, the 11th of January, 2026, please? Pardon me. Why is that card round the other way? Are we having this card? Are we having it reversed? No, we're having it up the right way. Okay. Funnily up the wrong way in the pack. So that was a really clear indication. But I did check the world. Don't want this card. Do I want the one on the bottom? I want the one on the bottom. Oh, interesting. Oh, I haven't said that for a while, have I? I used to say that pretty much every card. Right. What is that? Ace of Swords. Right. So what's the... Go this card first. Okay. Ace of Swords. Normally read this as having cutting through a knotty problem. It's on a wider scale. So it's not necessarily about us. Is that why we've got the word blah? I will get my words out and I will enunciate. Right. When you're talking about on the wider scale, is this why we've got the World card? Right. That's interesting, isn't it? So there's a simple solution to a knotty problem, an impossible knot. Something that seems completely impossible to fix or to sort out, to solve. And this isn't about us. This is about the world. Which is why I couldn't read anything on that. I looked at it. Right. This is about the world. There is something. We know there's a lot of stuff going on in the world, and I was going to try and stay away from that today. But this is saying there's a simple solution. We can't see it, I guess. No, we can't see it at the moment. But there's a simple solution to fix. Are we going to say the majority of the problems? Yeah. Probably because they're all interconnected, or they're all have the same cause. Right. And my eyes were drawn to the greenery that grows on the rope, which was originally an indication of how long the impossible knot had been there. It still is, yeah. So this problem's been there for a long time. And people, I think, have been trying to undo little bits of it, a bit here and a bit there and a bit somewhere else and a bit and a bit, all sorts of different things in different places. And it wasn't enough. But the point of this is the, oh, I've forgotten the name of the knot now. No. It was the fact that whoever it was, I did know the last time I had this, I could remember. Right, it's that instead of trying to undo the knot, just cut straight through it. Job done. I've asked if it's going to be a speedy solution, and it was like, meh. Because it's got to start and there's got to be the ripples that go out. So it will take a while to implement, I think. Yeah, it'll take a while to implement, but will it be really obvious? It will be really obvious when the knot is cut. It's going to be a shock. It's going to be so unexpected. Shock. I could have said surprise. That would have sounded better. But no, it might be a shock because we think that things, probably a lot of us think, that the way things are going to keep going on like that. And it feels like that, doesn't it, at the moment? And there are people in different quarters doing their bit, standing up, standing against the tide. I'm getting, it's just, yeah, they're trying to push the tide back. It's going to take something bigger than that, but that doesn't, and I'm not saying that that's wrong. I think they should be standing up. It tells us who we are, and we need that. But it's getting to the root of the problem, isn't it? That is, it's like they're dealing with symptoms, but not the cause. The cause is going to be removed. And then that will have ongoing effects so that everything else should get better. And that was one for the world. So, wow. So an unexpected upturn then in world events. There we are then.